Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Christy and today I'm excited to share with you the creamiest, most delicious fudge recipe ever. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. I upload recipe videos that are keto friendly, keto grocery hauls, what I eat in a day on lazy keto videos. I do monthly updates of my journey and I tell you the progress I've made and the setbacks. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll have my name at the bottom of the screen. I do before and after pictures and show my family's progress as well because they are also following keto. We do have a Facebook page, All Things Keto with Christy. That'll be linked in the description box, so make sure you check it out. All the ingredients and macros for this recipe will be listed in the description box. If you're watching on the day that this video was uploaded, which is December 18th, I still have a Perfect Keto discount code. It was only good December 16th through the 18th. It is on more products than just the collagen, but if you'd like to make this fudge and add the collagen, make sure you go order. That discount code is buy one, get one 40% off. If you're watching it after that date, I still have a 15% off coupon that you can use, and that'll be linked below. Here's the ingredients you're going to need for the fudge. Everything will be listed below in the description box, so measurements are down there in case you miss it throughout the video. But this is a really simple recipe. You're going to need a sweetener of choice. This is an erythritol blend by Hi-Key Monk Fruit Stevia Allulose Erythritol Blend. I really like this one. I didn't think I would. There's a lot going on there, but I do. There is a discount code for Hi-Key in the description if you'd like to try this one, but right now this is my favorite sweetener. You're going to need heavy whipping cream. I just picked this one up at Sam's. It isn't the cleanest. It doesn't have added sugars, but it does have like carrageenan, but that's okay with us. Butter, buy this by the case at Aldi when it's on sale for $1.99. And baking chips. These are the Lily's, so they're no sugar added, stevia sweetened. This is the 9-ounce bag, and we're going to use the entire bag. I also get these on sale at a store local to me when they're $4.99, but you can pick these up on Amazon. I'll try to link those below for you. I'm going to be using the milk chocolate because that is my favorite. And collagen. I like the Perfect Keto Chocolate Collagen. It's probably my favorite. I do have probably every flavor. The first step of this process is making your own sweetened condensed milk that is keto friendly. And for that, you're going to need heavy whipping cream, a stick of butter, and erythritol or sugar of choice that you're going to use that is keto approved. In a medium-sized pot, you're going to want to add 4 tablespoons of butter. And I like to have this on about a 3 or 4. So it is on a medium heat. You don't want this to be too high. So just about a 3 or 4. You're not trying to boil any of this. You're going to let it simmer for quite some time. To our butter, we're going to add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Next, we're going to be adding in 2/3 cup of our sweetener. Now we're just going to whisk all this together, and this is going to make your sweetened condensed milk. So this would be the tedious part. Once you get those 3 ingredients whisked together in your pot, you're going to leave these on medium heat. You're going to stir it pretty frequently, and what you're trying to do is get this to thicken up like a sweetened condensed milk. So you're going to leave this on your stove between 15 and 20 minutes. The goal here is to not get this to boil, just simmer. So I've got it on 4. I'm going to cut it down to about 3. I have already set a timer for 15 minutes. I've noticed that with my mixture, I usually let it run for about 18 to 20, but you'll know when the consistency's right and I will show you. And this is a good example of what you want your mixture to do. It's not at a heavy boil, it's just barely simmering on the stove, and at this point I have it on between a 2 and a 3, so about a 2.5. Come back and occasionally stir this every 2 to 3 minutes. Now, just to save time while my sweetened condensed milk is simmering on the stove, I go ahead and get my container and parchment paper. You're going to want to line some kind of container. This one is just an 8x9 glass pan. I think it's Pyrex, and you're going to want to put parchment paper in that so that once it's done and set up, you can just pull the entire thing out and it's easier to slice. I do pick up this parchment paper at Dollar Tree and I recommend it. It is 25 square feet. We love this one and it's cheaper than if you bought it at Walmart or any other stores. Okay, we are at about 10 minutes in so far and it's still extremely runny. What I do is leave a little bit on the spoon and I'll set it to the side and I'll show you the consistency as soon as it has time to cool for a few seconds. But we're going to want to let this keep going. Okay, here is the spoonful I just got out and it's been sitting for about 1 minute. See how the consistency in the spoon is starting to thicken up? You want it thicker than this. So at 10 minutes, not long enough. We're at about 17 minutes in now and you can see that it has reduced down quite a bit. That's normal. It's starting to get thicker, you can see. I just turned it off. It's been on exactly 20 minutes. If you just put a little bit on the spoon and let that cool, it becomes the consistency of sweetened condensed milk, and that's what you want. So here's what you do next. Once you have this at about 20 minutes and it's thickened up on a cooled spoon, you'll see in just a second when I show you. You take this off of the eye and you're gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes. You don't wanna add your other ingredients into it immediately, so just be patient. And since I know several of you will ask, this is the consistency. See how it's on that spoon, but it's really thick and moving extremely slow, just like sweetened condensed milk. Congratulations, you just made keto sweetened condensed milk. Okay, our sweetened condensed milk has been cooling for about 15 minutes. Now we're gonna add in our Lily's chocolate. Again, this is the 9-ounce bag. I'm gonna put in 1.5 cups. That's pretty much the entire bag, so it just depends on how it melts up. So I'm gonna start out with 1.5 cups. I'm gonna sprinkle in a few of these at a time and just stir this together. Your chocolate chips will start to melt. Again, this has cooled significantly, but it's still pretty warm. I swear I could drink sweetened condensed milk. It is amazing. It smells so good. And add the rest. Again, that only leaves a few in the bag. Look, let me show you. Huh, really? That's why I just go ahead and add the entire 9-ounce bag. And you want to stir this till you get all of those chocolate chips melted up. Now, once I get the chocolate and condensed milk completely mixed up and all the chocolate chips are melted, I'm gonna add in 1 scoop of my Perfect Keto chocolate collagen. And mix that up really good. Now it's completely incorporated, everything's mixed up. You can see it's starting to get thicker because it's starting to set. You're gonna wanna go ahead and pour that into your pan. This one is a 9x8, but you can put it in whatever size pan you want. It depends on how thick or thin you like your fudge. I always like to scrape my pot with one of these silicone spatulas so that I get every single little drop of chocolate out. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and shake this to get it good and level. Now comes the hardest part, waiting on this to cool and set up. We're gonna stick this in the refrigerator for an hour. till it starts to set. And then I like to put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes after that so that I can pull this out and chop it into little squares while it's still hard. I'll cut it, put it back up in this container, and store it in the refrigerator. Look over my refrigerator, guys. It is full this week. We just went to the grocery store. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here for an hour. That has been in the refrigerator for an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my freezer for 15 minutes. Again, this just makes it easier to cut. Okay, it's been a little over 15 minutes. And this is why you want to line your container with parchment paper. Oh, it's so easy right there. We'll just move that to the side. We will peel back the parchment paper. And then it's going to make this super easy to cut into little squares. I like smaller pieces, about 2 bites per piece of fudge. So that's why I'm cutting these at about this thickness. I have chocolate all over my fingers already. So I have cut this into 35 pieces. They're not equal. You could be more precise if you want. Again, we practice lazy keto. So I'm just going to put all these pieces back inside of my glass container. I'll store it in the refrigerator with the lid on, of course, so that it doesn't dry out, because can you see how creamy this looks? This is some of the best fudge I have ever made. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure you check out my playlist of easy keto recipes, because that's what my life is all about, easy. I'll see you in the next video. I hope everyone has an amazing week. Bye.